My webcam. It always looks nice to see when you're face to face, don't you say? There we go. Or hopefully everybody can see me. Clear? Perfect. All right. Good. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Fausto from Cyber University. Thanks for coming this afternoon. Let me tell you, we have a great show to talk to you about. We're going to teach you exactly how to avoid traps in the market. Now, listen, there's been some really good volatility has been happening this morning. I want to just bring a couple of stocks. You probably heard about those bank stocks that in California that will file bankruptcy. Well, there was one that I don't know what happened, but there was some great news. I want to bring this up and show you right here. WAL had a big crash. It was a great short this morning, and it literally went from $26 down to $11. It got halted over and over again. And then it opened up, it gapped up from 11, it went back to 12, now it's going back down. And not only that, but there was another stock, which just got halted again, by the way, was this one right here. This was probably the nicest. This is the one that really kind of made the big news. You could see it here from yesterday. It was down tremendously, took a big hit from $6, went all the way down to yesterday's big lows around 250, bounced off 250. It did that this morning, and it went right back up to 350. Now, you got to think about this for a second. If you bought 1,000 shares of that stock, 1,000 shares, okay, you made, let's say, just 50 cents on it, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500 over the course of the year. It's a $100,000 a year salary. I think everyone would love to take that job right there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to invite all of you is going to be joining us at the end of this presentation in this trading room. This is our live trading room. And you can see we have all our instructors. We have all our traders on the left. You can see we have live chat in the middle. We do live audio broadcasting, the first hour and the last hour. So what I'm going to be teaching you today is I'm going to teach you the art of trading and the strategies and the head fakes and all that. And then if you're all very impressed, I'm going to give you 1 week to be in this trading room to see if it all makes sense, if it's really true. You know, I mean, listen, anyone could come out with a really nice PowerPoint and be like, oh man, another person's going to show me the best things in sliced bread. But until we actually put our mouth, put our money where our mouth is, you're going to see that opportunity right there. So we'll talk a little about that. But so let's move on and just really quick little disclaimer for all of you, just to tell you, I'm not going to make any warranties or guarantees. Training varies from student to student. This is strictly just for educational purposes only. So please be very wise before you trade in today's volatile markets. Now, after this webinar, like I said, I'm going to give you that 1 week access in that trading room. Now, I'm going to show you how to follow dark pools, iceberg orders, algorithms, all those high frequency trades that you hear about. And you're going to see it actually how it's like where if you had to get a job doing it here in New York, which is what I did, well, now we've done it online and we've been doing it for 30 years. And let me just tell you a little bit about myself. So I don't know if anyone here knows who I am, but I am one of the original day traders that started back in the early 90s. So you can see I'm getting grayer and grayer. I'm getting bigger and bigger, but I love what I do, and the reason why I'm here is I'm looking for traders that we could teach that could be part of our team. Because what happens is we teach our traders and eventually they'll start their own schools, their own trading rooms. So we're always looking for new traders to teach. Once again, I've trained hundreds of thousands of traders over the years, and then hopefully today, is going to be, going to be able to change your life too by doing it. Now, I'm also a 12-time world champion at the Traders Expo. I beat every trading school in the industry. But the thing is this, that really doesn't, make you money, right? What makes you money is that, can I teach you how to do it? And that's really what it's all about. Can our staff teach you how to do it? And I know some of you have been out there and you've trained by other people and says, still don't know if I really found the right person, to do that. But that's why, like, NASDAQ has me do presentations for them. We have a 5-star rating on Google. We have a very good reputation because when we train someone, we want to make sure that they learn the right way. And the right way is being coached, being mentored, reviewing your journals, all that good stuff. Now, also at the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you my book for free, okay? You can go to Amazon. I actually just got my what they call royalty check from Wiley. And I don't know why I'm getting it. I'm giving it to you for free. So you can go to Amazon, you can pay $47, or you can stick around and you can get it for free at the end of this presentation. All right. So now the reason how I got started, how I got here, is because I train traders like you to know how to trade today's markets. You have to understand something. I'm only one person. You can't be that one person to trade on your own. You have to trade with a team. I know a lot of you here are training in your basement with your 6 monitors. You're getting these news services. It doesn't work that way. Okay. You don't want someone to tell you what to buy and sell. You need to know where to buy and sell it. So in other words, what we teach here at CyberTrade University is you got to learn how to lose money first before you can learn how to make it. So it's kind of a good thing. So, because the faster you learn how to lose it, the faster you learn how to succeed. Now, my dad always taught me, my parents came from, first generation Italian. My parents always taught me, listen, you want to be successful, hang out with successful traders, people that are successful in your industry. You hang out with people bad in your industry, you're not going to go anywhere in life. And that's why, I have built a very successful marriage for 3 years, married for 25 years, 3 wonderful sons. And obviously, hopefully you could be like my second family right there on the right. And that's what it's all about. And these people are no different than you. So with that said, I want to do a quick audio check. I want to do a quick survey. I'm sorry. Now that you know a little bit about me, I want to get to know a little about you. Okay. How many years have you guys been trading? Have you been trading, are you new to this? Be doing for 2 years, 5 years? Just let me know in the chat if you can. Dave, you've been doing for 10 years. Peter, 5. BLS been 5, 7. Okay. Now, I'm going to do another. Now, what kind of trader are you? Okay, I'm going to do a little poll so we all could share it. Maybe this is always exciting. Are you a stock trader, options, futures, Forex? Just want to get to know a little bit about you. Now, the last question that I have after this one is, are you really making money doing this? Okay, are you breaking even? Are you, are you making money? Are you losing money? How realistically are you doing? Brand new, a couple of months. Okay. Losing money, not making what I should be making. Okay. End the poll. Let me share the results. Not consistent as I would like to be. Okay. Well, let me explain something to you. There are so many ways of trading the market, which I just asked you, the stock market, options, futures, Forex. So let me explain something to you. If you've been doing something for more than 3 months and you're not making money consistently, even though that maybe you've been trained or taken some classes, I'm just telling you right now, you better change, okay? Because it doesn't take long to learn this, right? And, not that the person that trained you is a bad person or, whatever it could be, or it's just, maybe it's not your style. You know what I'm saying? It's like if someone put you on a diet and you follow that diet to the T and you're not losing weight, you're obviously on the wrong diet or you have the wrong person that's mentoring you. If you hired someone and you went through all that work to find someone that you want to hire if you run a business and that person making money in 3 months doesn't get it, it's time to fire them. This is a business and you have to treat it like a business. So hopefully this will make sense. Now, me personally, I'm an actual day trader. Okay. Why do I day trade? Is because I don't like to hold positions overnight. I know what I made at the end of the day. I can go sleep at night. I just came back, had a meeting yesterday down in Florida with TradeStation, looking to do a lot more with them, with educating their clients and everything, because they know their clients need to be educated. Okay. And we do it with multiple brokerage firms, Thinkorswim, TradeStation. We've done Schwab. I can go on down the list. Tastyworks. I mean, over and over, because they know that whoever educates wins. So if you want to win in trading, you got to learn. So that's basically where it comes down to it. Now, there's a lot of big earnings that are coming out this week, which you obviously see. You heard what happened yesterday with the Fed rate moving up a quarter. But with all the things that are happening, just like even today, the Dow is down almost 500 points. And it was down yesterday too. It was even down. It was down a lot too. And it came back yesterday. But there are stocks every day that are moving. You got to remember, you are here to make money. You shouldn't care what you trade, okay? You just got to know what everyone else is doing so you have that game plan. And that's why people, like when you see a stock like CXAI go from $10 to $17 in less than an hour, or HUDI go from $4 to $14, GDC go from $5 to $40, you're like, what's driving these stocks? Or even top TOP, this thing ran from 20 to 200 in one day. Like what drove it up? What made the stock go up 3,100%? It's following the money. So what I'm going to here to kind of tell everyone is this: forget about what you learned in the past, okay? Which is going to take a little hard to do because maybe some of you made too much of an investment in it, but let's focus on the future. And that's what's going to teach you how to be a good trader. You have to focus on following the money. Following the money, seeing where the other orders are, see what people are buying and selling is what's going to make you a better trader. So it's time to stop to act as an analyst, and it's time to start acting like a trader. Now, have any of you here follow me on YouTube? Because we broadcast live every morning on YouTube at 9 a.m. Eastern and 2:30. Anybody follow us on any of the social media networks? A lot. Okay, good. All right. So once again, we'll post a link up there. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. We got over 3,000 videos that we've posted over the years on it. So there's a great library of things to everything for everyone to learn. Now, let me explain to you what our style is and how we trade. We don't have a crystal ball. Okay. There's the link right there. Thank you very much. C2 staff just posted that link for you. Let me explain something to you. Like, we really don't care what we trade. Okay. So we just want to trade something that has a very low risk with great opportunity to make money. Where do we find those? In the big percentage gainers and losers. Let me explain something to you. All right. Here's a stock this morning that moved really nicely. It just moved right now. Okay. There's a stock up 126%. All right. And let me bring this up. Let me show you right here. Okay. See a stock right here, ASNS. This stock started at 10:30 at $4. It ran all the way to $11 in a matter of an hour and a half. Okay. Look over here in the big percentage gainers, ASNS. All right. That stock was there started at 10:30 and made its up the ranking. The stock that was actually the biggest percentage gainer this morning was SNGX, but you could see it started trending down. So why did this go up? And why did this go down? And why is Tesla trading flat and stock top getting crushed on the way down? Could anyone answer that question? What's the driving forces of these stocks reacting the way they're acting now? Exactly. If you can't answer this question, you should quit trading. Thank you very much, Joan. David. You know what? By the way, I didn't hear from you, John. I didn't hear from you, Alex or Lance. Don't be shy. Bruce, Carl, Gillis. Don't be shy. Tell me. I mean, listen, I am not here, and please don't take this in the wrong way. I'm not here for my health, okay? I'm not here to give away free information, all right? I'm here to look for traders. If you can't answer this question, I'm going to do you the biggest favor ever. Quit trading now, okay? Just quit trading because you're going to blow up your account. And how do I know that? Because I've been doing this for 30 years. Now, thank you. Now I'm getting everyone to answer a question. Buyers and sellers. Now, let me explain something to you. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you've made if you're able to see 70% of the buyers and sellers out there? Okay? Think about it. You can see the future, and I'm going to show it to you. Okay? But finding them is one thing. Knowing if they're going to continue to go higher or they're going to continue to go lower, the only way you're going to know that is you have to follow those orders. That's why, as a day trader, we make our day's pay. We don't hold positions overnight, and we're done for the day. Because you have a stock like this one goes from 7 up to 13. Next thing, you'll wake up the next morning you're like, oh, I heard the news from yesterday. It must be good, even in pre-market. And then all of a sudden you get one of those people get suckered in because your brokerage firm won't let you trade in pre-market. And then you get crapped out and you blow up your account. That's what trading, where you need to understand not to make those mistakes. So let me ask everyone a question. We all just said it. How do stocks go up in the first place? Buyers and sellers, right? Now, it's all about supply and demand. And that's what really drives the driving forces of these stocks. So how do we follow those big orders? Because that's really what we're looking for. We need to know where the big orders are located. That's really what it comes down to it. How do you find that data? All right. So that's what we're going to cover right now. So everyone get ready, because this is where I need your 110% attention. I'm going to show you the driving forces of these stocks and how they go up the way they do. Now, this is not the Fausto indicator. I'm not a Fausto Nachi. I'm not going to talk about, my strategy. I'm going to teach you how Wall Street traders trade. Okay. And the tools, what we use to know what's going on the street, which when I started, you had to be licensed to do that. Today, you don't have to. Okay. So there are three ways of viewing data: level 2, level 3, and level 4. Now, I want to start off with level 2. All right. Now, let me do this. Let me go back here. And let's get my crayons here for a second. Okay. So here are the buyers, and these are the sellers. The buyers are known as the bid. Sellers are known as the ask. 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. The first column is a 4-letter abbreviation of a brokerage firm or an exchange. Second is the price that he wants to buy for. And the third is the amount of shares. Whoever wants to buy the stock for the most is up on top. Whoever wants to buy stocks for less are down at the bottom. So this is, in other words, your level 2 in the live markets. Hold on. Let me change it so you can see a little bit clearer. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So there's basically what you're seeing live data. All right. Now the problem with this is that it moves so fast. You're not seeing all the orders. This is live data right now. You're seeing in Pfizer, but you don't know who's buying. Listen, there are other people buying it at different prices. So how do we basically know where the orders are, what's trading below it? So I want to talk about NASDAQ Book Viewer. All right. Now, I'm going to do a poll. Does anybody here have NASDAQ Book Viewer? Anyone here have it? No. Okay. We're doing a quick poll and we'll just see it. It's an easy question. Yes or no. And by the way, if you're a student of ours, please answer it also. Free Cyber University. All right. So let's end that poll. Let me share it with you. And let me, you could see that 80% of you don't have it. Well, guess what? Trading is about an 80% failure rate. It's really, really terrible. Why would anyone want to get in this business when it's an 80% failure rate? Oh, I know why. Because you can make good money on it. Oh, I know why. Because it's nice to work from luxury at your home and you see how much money people make. And you hear every time on TV, everything, the economy, inflation is all driven by the stock market. That's what we're really known for. So we're going to talk about that. And it's very easy to access it. Let me explain to you how important this is. What you're seeing right here is every buyer and every seller. You have to understand something. A lot of people talk about support and resistance. Okay. Let me explain something to you about support and resistance. Support does not exist unless you have buyers out there, and resistance does not exist until you have sellers out there. So let me show you how we use this data. Here's a stock AMD. AMD went from $85 all the way down to 82. And if for some reason it stopped right around 82. Why would it do that? Why didn't it go to 80? Why did it stop at 83? Why did it pick 82? Well, when you look at NASDAQ, the exchange, which makes up about 50% of the total volume in the market. There's a 47,000 share buyer. There are 561 different orders around the entire world. That means that you, John, you, Cindy, may want to buy 200. I probably want to buy 1,000. Lance probably want to buy 200. Those are all those orders equal up to 4,700 at $82. Now, when you look down that list, you got a bunch of people 9 people looking to buy, make up 600 shares, 5 people make up 1,000. There's a substantial amount between 82 and a penny for 4,800 shares and 47,000 right there. So once again, how do they go up and go down? Supply and demand. What do you have there? A demand. What did the stock end up doing? From 10 o'clock to 11, it ran from 82 up to 83.50. Guess what? If I was able to follow those orders, it probably would be that, it would make things that easier too. Well, we're going to cover that. And by the way, if you have any questions, like I said, we're very short for time. I got about another, it's going pretty fast, but we have staff that will answer those questions for you in the trading room. Okay. Now, Uber had a big run, right from 36, and in a matter of like an hour and a half, it finally wanted to back off around 38, ish. Why that price? Because there was a 92,000 share seller out there at 38.30. See what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that kind of like give you some form of a comfort to say, hey, there's a big seller out there. Maybe I should get out. You know what I mean? Like, who do you think knows more? The 9 people that make up the 92,000, or your 200 shares that you're like, oh, but eBay was a $70 stock. I just went on Uber. I love the company. It doesn't matter what you think. It's what the street thinks. And this is why people blow up their account. So let's go check out a stock W. All right, another one. Now, the question to you is this. You see a stock trending down, right? You're like, oh my God, I'm getting crushed. I own Wayfair. It's at 38, 36, down to 32. All right. What is going to make this stock go up? What do we need for the stock to stop going lower? Anyone can answer that? What do we need? Thank you very much, Michael, David, Jerry. Good. Looks like a lot of you guys are really traders here are now starting to realize we need a buyer. Okay. Do you see a buyer on the chart? I don't see crap. I mean, all I see is what happened in the past, but I need to see the future. Well, let's go check out what's going on here. We got a 100,000 share buyer at 31.10. Now the stock is at 32.50. Buyers at 31.10. Like it or not, 32.50 to 31 is another $1.50. So I could take my loss now, or I could wait and see what happens at 31. Okay. Because remember, you can always buy back the stock cheaper. Guess what? What do you have when you have a big buyer? And not only that, that's one person that makes up that order. Now, what are we basically talking about? Following the money. What happened when it got to right to 31? Right after that time passed by and it worked its way down. Remember, we saw it right around 32.50. So it went lower, it went lower, it went lower. Finally, it got to 31.10 and it went boom, right back up to 33. It's not because the Fed said so. It's not because Wayfair just, came out with news. It's because of the order. That's all it has to do. It's all about the money. Let's look at LCID, another one. But without even looking at a chart, okay? If I own this stock, okay, my game plan is I need to know where the sellers are because I want to take a profit. Like it or not, I see a big order at 12. So if I own the stock at 11.50, I mean, the most I got to depend on making is 50 cents. And you might say like, but I'm not going to sell the stock for a 50-cent profit. Okay, no problem. Okay, here you have a stock that's going up. You're like, oh, I chased it. I know the stock, but 50 cents, really? I mean, I just bought it. Well, guess what? You could take the 50 cents or you could take the $3 loss. It's your choice. It really is your choice because he didn't move. This is what we call iceberg orders, big block orders. Okay. Listen, I got the name for after watching the movie The Titanic, and you know what happened to the Titanic? Didn't work out too well for those people. And I don't think anybody wants to be, on that Titanic. But you know what? When you trade today's markets, if you don't see those orders, to me, it's like blowing up your account. It's one or the other. Now, please also keep in mind, these are live orders. These ain't fake orders. Listen, people could cancel orders, but just like you, but they're real live orders. All right. No brokerage firm will let you put fake orders out there. Now, the question probably everyone's asking is this: how much is it? And where do I get it? It costs $15. And you can go right to NASDAQ. So everyone, you see that link right there? I'm actually going to make a QR code. I got to write that down. Got to put the QR code here. So a little bit easier for you. Everyone, write down that address. Go there and pay $15. Oh, there it is. We just posted it up for you. It's $15. Now, let me tell you what my mentor Frank Ferrara told me about 30 years ago. When I wanted to do this job, I was 22 years old. Okay, the same data I had to pay $1,000 a month. Now remember, grain you, 22 years old, 30 years ago. Coming up with $1,000 to pay for this. I don't think anyone here is jumping the gun to pay $1,000, but you sure damn, I was a sucker and I did pay the $1,000. I'm like, is that what it costs to run this business? If that's what I got to pay, that's what I got to pay. Okay. $1,000, I'll pay for it. If it's going to help me make money and be a good trader, I did it. Guess what? I'm still here. Okay. Do you know when people walked out the door and he said, see ya, have a good day. So my question to you is this. If you can't, it's not really a question, but here's my recommendation to you. If you don't want to spend $15 to trade to find out where 50% of the volume that's trading in the entire market in a stock that NASDAQ's controlling, do yourself a favor, just quit. Just literally just quit right now. How would you even not want to know that? We had to pay millions of dollars to have a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. Millions of dollars. And you don't want to go out there and dish out $15 to find out where all the orders are? You're just wasting your time being here and wasting your time in trading. You can lose that, 1,000 times over. For $15, I didn't even think twice when I started to pay $1,000 30 years ago. $15, really, fellow traders? Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to do. Well, yes. Now, Schwab does offer it. Schwab does offer it. A lot of the TradeStation offers it. A lot of brokerage firms do offer it. But what I like to recommend everyone to do is just buy it through NASDAQ really quick so you could see the data, make sure it's the same, because you might think they're giving it to you and you might not have it. So you could, and believe me, I don't work for NASDAQ, okay? And believe me, I don't make any money from this. I'm just trying to give you some of the greatest recommendations of tools that you need, where I hear people say, oh, I just paid $3,000 for this news service that tells me what to buy in the morning and sell in the afternoon, okay? It saves you one loser, take the peaks. That's a good one. I like that one, Rob. Thank you very much. Listen, I'm sorry. I really really stressing this is just that it just blows my mind. When I hear this, let me post that. We post after you. All right. So anyway, let's move on. All right, let's move on. Now you got the link, you got it. Hopefully everybody bought it. Okay, let's move on, because there's something a little bit better also I want to tell you a little about. Which, by the way, you could also use this towards options. So if you want to know where puts and calls are and how they work in options, this is a good tool that you could use it also. Because remember, it's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. So if you know where the stock's going, that will make you a better options trader. Now, no, I don't trade futures, but when we talk about level 4, you can use level 4 for futures. All right. But just look at Snapchat. I don't want to just keep going over and over, but just saying Snap, I mean Coinbase. You could see, it's basically just see where the orders are, and just kind of like almost like common sense, basically. All right. Now, let's talk about a couple other things and talk about something that also is very popular, which is level 4. Because if you think level 3 is pretty cool, you haven't seen anything yet. So imagine taking those orders and putting it on a heat map. So, and not only that, but now you could aggregate it with other exchanges. You could see other orders out there. You could see how long they've been out there for, and it could be color coordinated. So, what's nice about this is when we look at this example, Apple, you'll notice that when the market opened up, there was a big seller of 188,000 shares, and he was there at 9:30 in the morning. And you could see how the stock is starting to go up, up, up. Now, when we started in the morning, it was at 166. You're talking literally $2, away where the next significant sellers are. Now, there was a seller here at 167. You could see he got executed. It's going to be testing the 167.50. But at the end of the day, it went all the way up to that big seller. And then once it got there, look what happened after 12 o'clock. Flatline. Never wanted to break it. So I wanted to kind of remind everyone here that this just doesn't work for inexpensive stocks. It also works for expensive stocks. Okay. LCID. Another example. Stock is trending up. Since the morning, you could see that there was a 66,000 share at $8. Okay. Now, what happened? It hit $8. It came back down. It hit $8. It came back down. It hit $8. It came back down. You ever have that problem? Wonder, you're like, why does it keep hitting the number 8? Is that part of high in the Jewish religion? Is that the reason why? Maybe because Fausto's birthday ends in an 8. I mean, like, you can use every imaginatory, thought process of why 8, it won't go past it. At the end of the day, it's because of big sellers out there. That's all it is. Just don't keep telling you. Let's look at BBAI, one of the AI stocks. Okay. Look at this. Stocks has a good run. It's at $2. Boom. Iceberg order shows up for about 123,000 right there at 330. What does it do? Gets close to it. Doesn't want to break it. That seller drops his offer. Now he wants to sell it cheaper, and watch the stock how it goes lower and lower and lower. ALLR. Here's another one. Now I'm comparing NASDAQ book viewer with the level 4. Look at that red line down at the bottom. Look over here on the left, 100,000 share buyer right there at 117. What do you think is going to happen when you get a big buyer? The stock goes up. But guess what? There are other people all of a sudden might jump into the game. Here's another new buyer ended up showing up for 88,000 shares. Look at right there on NASDAQ book viewer. So you got the buyer 100, you got a buyer at 84,000 at 170, and you got another 49,000 share buyer at 195. I don't see that on the offer. Oh, what do you know? He even bid it up higher. Now he's at $2. Oh, what do you know? Now he's at 210. Look at the ladder effect. You still got the buyer down there at 117. And look at a matter of time, less than, I don't know, what is that? Maybe less than an hour. The stock goes from 120 to 220. $1. And who do you think drove that stock to go up that much? Orders. Now, did I lose anybody? Did I lose anybody yet? Is anyone following along? Good. Now, how many of you would like to see this live in the market? Because once again, anyone can make a nice PowerPoint. You could cherry pick and this and that. But do you want to see this live? Okay. That's a good one. I like that. It kind of makes sense, right? And listen, I didn't even teach you how to trade. I only spent a little time just showing you some basic data of how the market and how market makers trade. What is a market maker? You're looking at one. It's the trading department. Those guys at work that trade the stocks in the trading department. You ever heard of Goldman Sachs? 70% of their money is not made in accounting and brokerage services. It's made in their trading department. They're the godfather of trading. This is what they do all day. If you only were lucky enough to even sit by one of those traders, like I have, to realize that, like, crap, this is what they use. Why am I not doing it? Let's look at Tesla, because they did it. Listen, people are like, oh, well, what about the brand names? Well, I showed you did it in Apple. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla has a really nice little move right here, right? But What's driving the force of that? I don't know, maybe the 200,000 share buyer at 168. Because look what happened. When you look at a heat map, look at that buyer. Not even was at that price. It was actually 364,000 share buyer out there. And if you knew that at 9 o'clock in the morning, at 9:30, guess what? In less than 10 minutes, that stock just literally ran over $3. All because of these orders that are out here on not only BookViewer, but the other exchanges. And guess what? Look how it continued to go higher. Now the game plan is, where do you take that profit? I don't know, maybe 170. I mean, that's a pretty substantial profit in 15 minutes, wouldn't you say? Because with those buyers that keep bidding it up and bidding it up and bidding it up, that's what drives these stocks to go higher and higher. All right. So, what else I got? Now, I'm just curious and want to see if everyone here and find out a little bit about you. Can everyone just tell me, I'll do a quick poll. Who trained you? Are you self-taught? Did you take paid courses? Do you have a coach, a mentor? Just out of curiosity. Let's do a quick poll. By the way, no one's going to see anyone's answers, okay? And by the way, if you can't be honest with yourself that you have a problem, okay, you shouldn't be doing it. It's like a doctor says, you got a drinking problem? You got an eating problem? You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe a little bit. Okay, well, just say it. Be honest, all right? Because you can't be honest with yourself, you can't succeed in trading. But the thing is this, the reason why I'm asking these questions is because you want to see how you compare to everyone else out there. And, you know, and basically when I share the results, you could see it. Look how many of you here are self-taught. Now, would you give your money to some person that just opened up the block from you, you know, to trade, you know, to manage your money, not knowing that he has absolutely, because you assume that he knows what he's doing, but then find out he has no experience in trading. It was easy to open up the storefront. I mean, like, what are you doing? You know, what do you think you're doing yourself? You're acting like a trader, not even know what you're doing. So, but that's okay. I don't want to beat you up too bad. The good thing is you're here now. And the good thing is hopefully we're going to stop it and change it. Because what I'm about to show you right now is I want to invite all of you to come to my trading room. Like I showed you earlier. Oh, we got a big run up, just got a new halt. Hold on, sorry about that. We just had a big stock that just made a big move. MGI, looks like the traders are in there. Wow, that's a hell of a run. Here's a stock right here. It just called it out, just got halted on, you can see it right there. And there's stocks, you can see it right here. Rich right there, one of our instructors, just basically just pointed it out, how it just got halted, and we're able to, he just made the announcement when it popped, and then boom, it got halted. So these are the things that we kind of like give you the ideas of what they run. So what I want you to do is I want to invite all of you to come into that room. Okay. I want you to see, and by the way, I want you to judge us on our winners. I want you to judge us on our losers, because it's the losers that make you a better trader. And I want to show you how we take those profits and everything. That's what's going to help you become a good trader, because before you do anything, the worst thing that could happen to you is you find out that trading is not for you. And you know what? That's okay. And this is why CyberTrade University has been endorsed and has been featured on some of the biggest brokerage firms in the industry. And I can almost guarantee you this, you probably have never met anybody, any school that is even close to being endorsed by even any of these brokerage firms. Let me tell you, these people do their homework. You could spend hours doing your research. These brokerage firms do credit checks on us, background checks. I mean, like I said, I had to go down and meet down with TradeStation. They want to do their due diligence, have to meet with their compliance department. You know, they don't want to have the FTC on their back. They want to make sure that they have a person that they could trust. Well, guess what? If it's good for them, it's got to be good for you. Because trust me, they have a lot more to lose than you. All right. And that's why our reputation is everything. So if you really want to learn how to trade, you got to, you know, here's your opportunity to do it. But I want to show you all in live market conditions first, before you make that big step to be a student, to make that big investment, to do the coachings and do the reviews and take those classes. Because the money to me is nothing. There's plenty of money out there. It's your time. You don't want to go out there and waste 3, 4, 6 months and find out that, shoot, this wasn't even for me. So this is what you need to do. Get your phone right now. And for $9, I'm going to invite all of you to come into my trading room. Now, this is a free event. People are in here. I don't know who BLS is. Okay. I don't know who number 17452 is. Okay. So what I'm saying is this. Oh, by the way, MGI just opened up and it's going higher. So the thing is this. I want to show it to you. You know, I got to know, you got to tell us who you are. I don't know who you are. This $9. Listen, I don't need your $9. At the end of the week, I'll give you $9 back. This just shows me you're a real person. Remember I told you my mentor, Frank Ferrara, said, hey, you want to do this business? It's going to cost you $1,000 a month. Okay. Well, I'm not asking for $1,000. I'm asking for $9. All right. To me, to show you less than, well, today's inflation probably costs you a pack of eggs at $9. Okay. To see what it's like to trade side by side with traders. And that's what it's all about. Now, these are things you're going to get with the trading system. Okay. You're going to get the 1 week live trading. We're going to start at $9:45 to $5 to 5 o'clock. We're also going to give you some workshops. We're going to give you some workshops how to set up the level 3, the book map. We're going to show you how to read it. We're going to give you a couple of strategies, how to find these stocks, all that good stuff. We're also going to give you 100 hours of trading strategies. And like I told you, which I promised, I'm going to give you our #1 bestseller book of how to beat market makers at their own game. All right. So if you don't want to pay $47, I appreciate it. Then I'll just get my royalty from Wiley, or I can give it to you for free. All you got to do is scan that code. That's all you have to do. By the way, remember that stock I told you is going higher? This is what we got going on. Look at it. You could see it right here. Look how it's going higher. So it got halted. If you jumped in at when it opened up at 1070, right now you're at 1090. You made 20 cents. I think that covered the $9. I really think it really covered the $9. All right. So that's all you need to do. And you know what? I'm going to throw one more last bonus. One last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do you all a favor. For the first 20 people that register, I will personally pick up the phone and we'll make an appointment and you can talk to me personally. Now, think about that. When's the last time that any of you spent a single dollar with any other school and the head owner is going to talk to you? Anyone ever did that? I almost guarantee it. No one will ever do that. And you're probably asking yourself, why the hell does Fausto want to talk to me? And I'll tell you why. Because I want to make you a better trader. Because if I can make you a good trader, you're going to make me a better trader. Because you're going to give good content in my room. But I need to, once you're done interviewing me with the $9, then I need to interview you and see if you're worth, the time for me and my staff to teach you how to trade. Okay. Because that's where it comes down to it. Now, a couple of questions. Re-invite to come to President our webinar, often similar deal. Well, thank you very much, Rob. I really appreciate that. What else we got here? Let's I don't know how to scan with my phone. Oh, you don't know how to scan with your phone? All right, so this is what you do. The link is right there. You posted the link, but all you do is if you get your camera, turn your camera on, and then if you look at it, if you point to it, you'll see like it'll come up and you just click on it and it'll bring you right to the registration page. Okay. All right. Anything else, fellow traders? Any other questions? A couple of shout outs right here. First of all, I like to, I see somebody registering right now. So let me just do a quick shout outs out here. Who we got here? Terry just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Thank you very much. Michael just got your registration from Chicago. Welcome aboard. Listen, when you register, just really quick, just to let everybody know that we have 5 questions that we have to ask you. Please, is a questionnaire. Let us know, who your broker is. Do you have level 3 access right now? The more you let us know, the better we could teach you, help you, because every one of you are going to be talking to our staff. So we want to make sure that we give you the we give you the right information you need to know. Anthony, just got your registration. I just saw it just come in. Probably hearing that ding in the background. Those are all you registering. Any other questions? Guys, it's $9. Okay. Do I really think I need $9? I'm only doing that is because it just tells me that you say who you are. That's all it is. Okay. That's really what it comes down to it. But I want to get you in my trading room. I want you to show you what's going on. I want to show you how level 3 works. Okay. I want to show you how these buyers and sellers get in. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw a bonus in there. Hold on. Let me just do something really quick. While I got you all here. So we're looking at that stock that's moving, right? Right here. You see the stock's moving? Could anyone tell me do you notice anything unusual that's happening with it right now? Do you notice anything unusual? What's happening right now? Is the stock going up or going down? Or is it flat? It's going sideways. Okay? It's going sideways. Why is it going sideways? Why is it flat? What could possibly do that? What could possibly prevent it from going higher? No buyers above? Okay. There's a 110,000 share seller at 11. And if I go look a little closer, there's another 66,000 share seller at 10.95. Okay. You see that right there? I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of sellers out there, you think? No wonder why the stock's. So what do you think you should be doing? You think you should be buying more or you should be selling the stock right now? Okay. This is the mistake that you people make. You're using the wrong data. It's right smack in front of you. $9. Let me show you this stuff for a week, fellow traders. 1 week. And you don't got to be there all day. You could be there for 1 hour. First hour, last hour, whatever it is. Let me just show you if it's for you or not. But stop using the dumb, Fibonacci's, the indicator. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to do it. Okay. I'll throw the stochastic. Okay. I'll give you your RSI. Okay. I'll give you Mr. Bollinger Band. I met him several times. I'll give you that sexy MACD. Okay. And you figure it out from here. I have no clue what the hell I'm looking at other than a big mess. I would rather look at that big seller at 100,000 than some mathematician tell me what to do. This is why traders fail. They always want someone else to tell them what to buy and sell. It doesn't work that way. Some of you are parents, okay? Some of you think you just let your kids run wild? Someone's got to be the grown-up in the room, and I'm going to give you that opportunity. Let me show you how to read the market. Let's see if this is for you, and stop trying it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You find out trading's not for you. That's where it comes down to. All right. So any other questions? Payment asks for, no, it shouldn't be asking. You mean $9. $9, not 900. It's $9. Val, listen, register now. And you don't have to start it right away. You could start it next week. Listen, if you don't want to, listen, it's fresh in your mind. So it's going to take you less than 2 minutes to fill it out. If you stick around this long, you got time to fill it out, but it's not going to start retroactive. You're going to talk to an education advisor. He'll tell you when you want to start it, and he'll turn it on when you're ready. Okay, Val? Hugo, listen, what's going to cost after the first week? After the first week, it's the least of your problems right now. Okay? Because honestly, I didn't even see you registered yet. Let's worry about the $9 first, and then worry about everything, and worry about what's going to cost later. Okay? Because let me ask you something. If I could teach you how to be a $100,000 trader, okay, a year, you have a problem paying $200, $300, $1,000? Okay? I mean, like, but how do you know? Because your question is like, well, how do I know I'm going to make that money? Very simple. $9. So let's work on that first, and then we'll worry about everything else later. Everything else will work out for itself. Okay. Thank you very much. It is. It's money well spent. That's where it comes down to it. Listen, my advice to you and everyone here is this. You know what my father taught me a long time, God rest his soul? He said, you don't want anything for free. Okay. You just want a good deal. All right. Nobody works for free. Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. They don't talk back to you. Books don't talk back to you. Okay. You know, like if that was the case, nobody would need a parent. You know, and no one need to go to school. Like I could be a brain surgeon, just read a book and start doing and make, make a 7 figures. Doesn't work that way. So you just want a good deal. And the only way you're going to know it, you got to sample a little bit of everyone's stuff. Now, remember, you got to learn from a bunch of people. It's going to take time, but I'm going to make one guarantee to you. Stock market's not going out of business. Kathy, I just got your registration. Welcome aboard. Williams got your registration. Welcome aboard. Got your Lewis got your registration. I'm just looking at the list. I'm shocked. I can't believe we didn't get to 20 yet. Oh, it looks like, okay, now they're coming in a little bit. I'm seeing right now. They're coming in right now. All right. A couple of questions. Is TradeStation available in Canada? Unfortunately, no. But 20% of our students, our trading room, are Canadians. I have a very, very big following in Canada. So there are a couple of brokerage firms I would recommend, but everyone's a case-by-case basis. So do the trial, and when you talk to the education advisor, he'll give you a couple of options that you may have. But there are a couple of good things out there. Rob, I love that comment. You said, you're going to pay for something you won't respect or show up if it's free. And you know what, Rob, that is a great way. That's the real truth. I could do this for free. And you know what I find out? People don't take it seriously. I'll register. I'll register. I just feel like people don't take things seriously. Even if I asked $1 is worth more than for free. So, that's another reason why we do that. Is this limited to only day trading? No, we do some swing trading. We also do some options trading, but what happens over the course of the day trickles into a swing trade and an investment. When you deal those, they're a lot more riskier. This is the least risky. And then sometimes, like we might not need to hold it overnight, but that's where it works. I would love to subscribe, but I work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, hopefully you could change that, right? I'd rather work an hour a day and make the same pay. But don't worry, if you register, you can still access it on your phone, okay? So the trading room is live. You can watch the recordings at night. You'll still get the alerts, of what's moving. So you could still get all that good stuff. So listen, just try for $9. If it does, I'll give you $9 back. But we deal with people like you all the time. All right. A couple other questions coming across here. Most of the students make their day's pay for the first hour. Yeah, that's what they do. They put in there. All right, guys, listen, I got to go. I got to get ready. First of all, thanks for coming. And like I said, if you didn't register, maybe you're not ready, you could do it later. If you're watching this recording, don't worry about it. I mean, like I said, I don't know how much longer we're going to run this promotion, but you know what? You could always buy it now and pay for it later, whatever it may be. But just remember one thing, you have to learn before you could earn. If you don't like the way I look, you don't like the way I talk, whatever it is, I get it. But being nice does not help you make money. You got to have somebody that has to be there and be on top of you, because it's just too many of you fail and lose. And if you think trading's expensive, try ignorance. So thanks for listening. Look forward to teaching you all. Look forward to having all of you in the trading room. And just once again, just trade safe. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you in the next upcoming. We'll see you all in the trading room.